Good evening, YouTube. Sorry if anyone has joined in hoping for a live from lockdown. This is not a live from lockdown stream. First of all, I'd like to thank anyone who has been watching the live from lockdown series. That is something I massively do for you guys in the community as well as for myself. But tonight, I don't know how long this will go on. It might not be that long. This is just for myself because I'd say over the last couple of days, but really it's over the last couple of months, something has really been getting on my goat. In the last couple of days, it's pushed even me to my limits. So you're obviously all guessing it's the YouTuber of the month is in the title. So you might be thinking, why is Dana going on about YouTuber of the month? Dana joint won YouTuber of the month for March. Well, first of all, I want to explain about that because you're not going to be seeing my name anymore in Gaming on the Grid's channel. I want to thank them for respecting my request to remove my whole nomination for the whole year. I don't want to be recognised as being part of that competition. I don't ever consider myself a winner, so that has been removed. Now you're going to wonder why that is. First of all, I'll explain to you how I became joint winner, and I just want to be perfectly honest. The most negative thing I've ever been involved in on YouTube has been YouTuber of the month. Poor Mr. Bads nominated me. And I remember getting that text off Paul, and I was buzzing about it. I won't lie. I was happy because I remembered YouTube of the month for what it was when Nova Buggy was probably the first host I remember, and Pete Armour was the second. And I've not watched it since I've gone over to America. I did start to vote the back end of last year, but I'll be honest, I didn't watch the show really. I voted for the tuber who I wanted to vote for, and that was it. And obviously I cast my vote on YouTuber of the year. So what happened is I was nominated. It was a good time for me because it was when my mom originally started getting really ill. So I threw myself into doing a few funny nomination videos, like even before Kieran, Retro Reclaimer was doing funny videos. I was doing a few bits just to keep my fucking mind ticking over. So that's why I started. It might have looked like I was campaigning to win, but really I was just distracting myself like I am with the streams. If I'm honest to you all, the reason I do my streams is because Mom's ill and it's a good focus for me. And what happened is there became a little bit of a campaign because of how voting was going, where people were like, they weren't happy with how the votes was going. People messaged Gaming Off the Grid saying Dad and Lads were getting everyone to vote for them. Can you rule out their vote? So the first thing I did was contact Gaming on the Grid and said, look, I don't want anyone's vote ruling out. Then what happened in the 11th hour, I think I'd been selling at, it was the 1st of March. So it was probably Doncaster. I'd been selling at Doncaster. And I'd come back home and I'd saw there'd been loads of votes early that morning. And I just said to Gaming on the Grid, look, I don't know what's happened. I had nothing to do with it. And I had actually requested in WhatsApp groups people not to make burner accounts and vote for me because it felt like a hollow victory to me. And anyone who knows me knows I wouldn't want to win that way. And I didn't want to win that way. So really, I told them they should disqualify me. I wanted them to disqualify me because I had fucking Hulk Hogan voted for me and Sarah and John Connor. It was an utter piss take and made the whole competition a farce, right? So they should have disqualified me. They didn't. They made me joint winner with Marcus, who's a great guy. There's no issues between me and Dads and Lads. If anything, we probably talk more because of the whole bullshit. So that's a good thing. What I decided to do, because I was joint winner, I thought, look, I don't really fucking want this, but if I'm going to be classed as a winner, I'll put myself forward at the end of the year to host YouTuber of the year. And my plan was to get Scott Brand involved, who we all know if certain circumstances hadn't gone down, Scott would be hosting it. I wouldn't be doing this fucking video and we wouldn't have the bullshit that's going on now, if I'm perfectly honest. And Scott Brand should be hosting it now, is my opinion. But that was my whole idea, to make some good out of a shit situation. Because regardless of what other people think, I didn't want the fake votes and I certainly didn't want to get some reward from it. That's for fucking sure. So, upon the joint winning, they told me and Marcus we were only allowed to pick 2 channels each. And the previous hosts, Do You Nerd, would get the 5th pick. Now, I smelt suspicion from that from the off. And I just said to Mark, look, if we can agree on a channel for the 5th channel, I'll tell them we'll agree on the 5th channel. So therefore, they don't get to manipulate any form of the voting, which Marcus agreed with. And in fact, Marcus said, look, mate, if you just want to pick the 3rd one, you pick the 3rd one. I suggested Ant Harper, Retro Games Collector, because it kind of merged what Marcus does, because Ant involves his kids in the in his videos. So that was agreed, and Gaming on the Grid agreed to that. They said, you know, if you can agree on a channel, we'll do that. So that was by the by. I nominated Gruss Newton. You've been gamed, and obviously there was Marcus's choice. Now, there were some people who complained I nominated Gruss. Now, to me, to be YouTuber of the month, you should be doing stuff the month before. And that month, both Ant Harper and Gruss Newton had returned to YouTube. So it was my way of saying thank you to both of them to get them back noticed, because they've both been away a long time. Now, when Gruss won, he sent me a message of a copy of... this is all documented. I'll pass this on to someone else who is much more tech savvy than me, and they're going to be doing a video featuring some of this, where they changed the rules. They changed the rules by saying to be voted for YouTube of the month, you must do a minimum of 3 videos that month. Now, in a way, that is a good rule. Now, I believe you probably should do 1 video the previous month, so you must be an active channel, because I've seen several times that channels who haven't done content for 3-4 months and they're up. So how can you be YouTuber of the month if you've done fuck all that month? So in a way, I thought that's a good rule, but 3 videos can be too much, because basically someone could do 1 really good 1-hour video and fucking someone else could do, I don't know, like Big Game Ali does lots of 10 minutes videos. Now, there's no differentiator between them. Just because one does 1 big video and one does several little videos, they're still active YouTubers in my eyes. So I said to Gruss, I said, tell them bollocks, but Gruss was a little bit stressed and Gruss just conformed to their rules. So now this is 2 months in a row. They've changed the fucking rules to suit themselves. Because really, what I found out later is they should have let me and Marcus both pick our 5 channels we wanted. Therefore, there'd be 10 nominations, which would be better for everyone, because that's more fucking channels to discover. So anyway, Gruss, and my fucking hat off to Gruss, right, because the nominations he picked, to me, symbolise what YouTuber of the fucking month's about. It's about the smaller channels, like myself, I'm a small channel, the up-and-coming channels, and he fucking picked a stellar lineup, and I'll take my fucking hat off to Rush. You picked some fucking good channels and some really nice guys, right? But clearly, right, and this is where it starts getting fucking muddy, they were not happy with the quality of channels, Russ. Now, I know someone has been going back to fucking Gaming on the Grid, right, and reporting to them that I slag them off on my fucking stream. And I fucking do, because I don't agree with what they're doing. I don't regret anything I say. But what they need to know is I have footage from their WrestleMania fucking stream where they're questioning the quality of the channels being put forward. Now, as impartial hosts, it should not fucking matter to them 1 iota who's up, because all their fucking job is to host it. They should be just a vessel. Now, I know several other YouTubers who have been host of YouTuber of the Month who probably don't like the channels who are up, or who don't like the winners who are up, or just, you know, it's not their sort of content, but they have always been impartial. That is the one thing a host should be, is impartial. Now, I have footage of them saying this, and I have several other footage. Again, it's been passed on to someone much more tech savvy to me to use, right? So, again, that boiled my piss previous months, right? Because this has been boiling up for a few months now. And some people might be saying, why do you care? Why do you matter? Because I remember what YouTube of the Month used to be. It should be the happiest thing that you do on YouTube. It's almost being recognized by your peers. And for me, it's been the most miserable thing. It's been the most negative. And it's purely down to the channel hosting it, right? So, fast forward. As I say, Gruss picked 5 great channels, 5 nice blokes. Brilliant, right? I won't say the winner because it's not been announced officially on their channel and it's not a cool thing to do, right? But this person is a personal friend of mine. I speak to on daily. So he messaged me late on the night saying, I've been contacted by Gaming Off the Grid. They've told me I can only pick 3 channels and they are going to pick 2 others. I picked this up first thing in the morning. Obviously, there'd been previous conversations going on amongst other people because he couldn't get hold of me. It's probably the only fucking night I've gone to bed before 3 o'clock during lockdown. And let's be fucking honest. Another night he'd got hold of me. Several people didn't agree with this. In fact, I still don't agree with what they've done anyway, but we'll get onto that. So basically, they're not happy with the quality of channels that us as UK tubers are putting forward, which currently, the way it stands, YouTuber of the Month is beneficial for no one. If I gained 5 to 10 subs from being up for YouTuber of the Month, that was it. The rest I've done on my own back, doing the streams, doing content. And if I could advise any of you, that's the best way to grow your own channel. But that's by the by. Because clearly, if you look at that, the Americans don't really vote and or watch. So we are currently gaining nothing from it. We're not getting any exposure. The only people who are voting are the people here in the comments, right? If the UK stopped watching, stopped voting, walked away, they would have nothing. And I think it would be better if they just, you know, I'm going to say it now, if they did their own thing, because they clearly have a different agenda. They want to grow it, make it for bigger tubers, better produced. They don't want what we're turning out. They clearly see us as not quality for what they want on their channel, right? But they should not be manipulating it, because basically what they want is to be able to pick 2 of their channels to wipe out any of us being voted, and that by the by, we're gone, we're just history. So they were telling this month's winner he can only have 3 votes, right? And they were going to pick 2. Now all they have to do is pick 2 bigger channels, wipe out the water. It then gets took away from the little tubers, which is not what it should be about, right? The only thing you get for fucking YouTuber of the Month is being able to pick 5 channels that you want to go forward. That is the only thing you get, and you have to go and buy a fucking beer from Waitrose currently to do their cheesy fucking skit, which was, again, something else I fucking hated doing. Right. So, if they're going to take away the only privilege you have for being YouTuber of the Month, what is the point? Anyway, fast forward. Another YouTuber got involved and spoke to them, probably better than me speaking to them, because fucking, I'm not the most diplomatic. I'll be honest, I was trying to get everyone who was up for nominations to walk out on it all, and we'll start our own. Because if they're going to stop, if they're not happy with it, they don't want to host it, they don't want to be involved with us, fuck it, we'll start our own. That was my idea, right? But what they have now said is they have gave this person 4 of their votes back. Although he is allowed to pick the 5th, they have changed the rule that he must nominate someone from outside his own country. Now, to me, because their word is they want the nominations to be more diverse. Now, to be diverse, right? To be diverse, it has to be natural. You can't force diversity, right? If I want to pick 5 hairy-ass men to be my nominations for YouTuber of the Month, it is my fucking privilege to do so, and so should it be anyone else who wins, right? But what they want is they want someone to pick an American channel so they can get all their viewers to dump on it, right? And then they can just take it back and do what they want. Because I guarantee you they probably don't carry on that rule should an American win. Or what are they going to do next month? Okay, you've got to pick. You can pick 3 who you want. One's got to be a girl or a female, and 2, right? You got to pick one from another country. Now, as far as I understand, as being host of YouTuber of the Month, it does not give you the right to fuck with everything, right? You are just a vessel for the fucking show. You do not mess with it, right? Unless them rules need messing with. And currently, it's took 10 years to build, and it's taken them 4 months to fuck it up, in my eyes. And that is why I am withdrawing my own application. You will not see. I've messaged them twice. It took me 2 messages to say to them, just withdraw, mate. I want no association with this competition whatsoever. I just don't want nothing to do with it. And the other reason why I'm doing this, and it's kind of an apology, right? Because I know the 5 channels who are being up for next month, and every single one of them I class as a friend. But I'm not voting. I'm not going to the channel. I am boycotting the whole competition. They can shove it as far up their ass as they like. I won't be voting. So I want to apologise to everyone who goes up from now on, who is my friend. I won't be going there because I have to stand by my principles. And that's why everyone wonders why I'm so angry, because there's one thing I am, and it's fucking stubborn. And if I believe in something, I will fucking fight it till the end. So if they're fucking watching this, I don't give a shit, because this is what I believe in. And I may have fucking had dubious votes to claim me as a winner, although I'm not a winner no more. you know, the only thing I'm a winner at is I've got a lot of friends in the community who voted for me and supported me that month, and that meant more than anything. But the whole competition now, I don't even want to take it over from them. If I was to be YouTuber of the Year, I don't want to take it over from them because it's that far bastardized from what it was. If we were to take it back, so to speak, and change it, it would have such the wrong audience and everything. To me, the whole competition that's took 10 years to build is dead. It's dead on its arse. And that's just the way I feel. What I will say is I've not been reading the comments because I want to get my points across. If anyone has any view on this, please leave a comment below, because I think it's important that we all get our say. And I just want to apologise for anyone who's up for this month, because I don't want to affect it for you guys, but I can't just let them go, because what they're going to do next month, are they going to change the rule next month, and they're going to change after that to just get what they want? Because what they want, they don't want us little guys doing pickup videos or our little fucking, you know, reviews. They want something highly produced. They want something that's going to grow their fucking, you know, grow their fucking views and everything. See, because this is the other thing, right? Ever since it's gone over to America, they've increased the maximum number of subs you need. As far as I'm aware, it used to be 1,000. Then it went to 2. Now it's gone to 3. Now, you know why it's increasing? Because the hosts have like 2,500. So if 3,000 sub channels are up, they will start growing subs. And my point is, it should never, ever fucking be about the host. Never. It should never be about the host. It should always be about the people who are up. But for the format that they've got, it's finished for me. And I want no involvement, and I want no association with it. You know, there's suggestions going around. I don't even want a UK only one. I'd rather just have a European one, because, you know, there's great channels out there like Raz, like Votat, who I'd happily involve, because they're all people for the right reasons. These guys just want to use it as a stepping stone to expand their fucking exposure. And for me, I'm boycotting it. I'm not saying you've got to. If anyone wants to join me, they can join me. But please, this is just my own opinion. Go over, have a look, listen to other people who else are going to make videos about it, and make up your own opinion. But for me, I can't be involved in something that is so corrupt, and it is corrupt. It's so corrupt, and they're going to change it. And they're just going to see, because what will happen is at some point, someone who is outside the circle who talks to me or other YouTubers will win. And at that point, they can manipulate it to the point they want to get their agenda through. And it's wrong. Like, you know, everyone here who's a previous host, I can see Toot UK, I can see Novabug, they were impartial, you know, and they were good hosts, man. And no doubt they didn't. You don't have to like the person. You don't even have to like the content. You just have to present it fairly. And clearly, they don't want to see us shitty little British channels doing our pickup videos and that. They want something much better. Well, to me, it's done. And I'm boycotting it. And I think I've got all my points across. So you won't see my name associated with it again, because I want nothing to do with it. And, you know, if they want to fucking do whatever they want to do, they can do. But I'm done with it. And I'm done talking about it now, because this is I'll tell you the truth. And there's people who know. Last night was going to be my last stream because this pissed me off so much. It nearly stopped me doing something positive because this negativity was pissing me off. And the only way I can counter their negativity is to put it out there and let people make their own mind up. So you can make your own mind up. And no doubt there is going to be videos out with the footage that I've sent to other people to use. And I hope they use some as me, because they can make me famous if they want. I don't give a fuck. But that's the way I feel. I feel better now it's off my chest. I am taking tomorrow off because I need to chill out. But I promise you there'll be a stream on Friday. So look after yourselves, and please leave me a comment on what you think. Take it easy, YouTube. Good night.